Are you ready for some teamwork? Nikki's here to show you what it means to be part of a dream team.
Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome to Dream Teams. Working with a team can make things happen that you never thought were possible on your own. Whether it's running a race, climbing a mountain, or in the case of our first video, breakdancing. The Battle of the Year brings together teams of the best B-boys and B-girls in the world, and they battle it out to see who brings the winning combination of creativity, power, and style. What part does teamwork play in their success? Check it out.
All the right moves. The Las Vegas desert may not be the first place that comes to mind when you think about breakdancing. How about the streets of Paris? Or the subways of Japan? Or a Buddhist temple in Korea? B-boys and B-girls are dancers who break, pop, freeze, and power their bodies to hip-hop beats. They first appeared on the streets of New York City, but breakdancing has made its way clear across the world. And for some, it's a way of life.
If I don't dance for 3 days, I get crazy.
This crew of B-boys from Las Vegas, Nevada is preparing for the ultimate competition in breakdancing, an annual world championship called the Battle of the Year.
We'll represent the United States of America.
Friendship came first for this crew, and a shared Hispanic heritage has made them even tighter. But nothing drives this team like the dream of being the best in the world.
Battle of the Year is what I trained for all my life.
The battle begins with eliminations that take place in 18 countries throughout the world. Each country sends one team to the finals, which are held in Germany at the end of the year. It all comes down to this.
One day to find out who is the best in the world!
When you see that prize in front of you and you see what's at stake and what's possible, it brings you together. It's like a certain bond. You all have your eyes set on the same prize.
In the first round, each team puts on a show for the judges. They're scored on factors like stage presence, choreography, and synchronization. How well they move together. The second round is the battle round. Two crews dance against each other in a furious game of Can You Top This? Each country brings something unique to the mix. The Japanese are known for being innovative, coming up with new and unusual moves. The French are some of the most artistic dancers. Korea is famous for powerful acrobatics. And the Americans have strong individual skills. Tonight, they're hoping those skills have put them over the top. Every one of these teams has put in thousands of hours of grueling practice. But in the end, only one team can win the Battle of the Year.
The judges have made their decision. Korea is in the house!
This year, it's Korea. The American crew places 6th. But nobody's a loser here. When you're dancing for the sheer joy of it, you've already won the battle.
Cross-country running. It tests your endurance, your stamina, and your will to succeed. And for the girls you're about to meet in the next video, it gives them the discipline and strength to deal with challenges way beyond the race course. Why is it important for them to support each other along the way? Take a look.
Trailblazers. If you venture far into Arizona's painted desert, you might run into a warrior. That would be the Tuba City High School Lady Warriors. Cross-country runners who race on rough courses made of grass, dirt, and mud. This powerhouse team is training for its 4th consecutive state championship, enduring daily hours of pain and strain under the scorching desert sun. But that's nothing compared to the challenges they face living on the Navajo Indian Reservation. Tuba City is poor, and lots of families are out of work. Rates of teen pregnancy are sky high, and half of Tuba City's high school students drop out.
Runners,
But these girls just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
All we're trying to do is to show the outside world that we can excel. But there are things that we have to go up against, I think, more than other individuals.
The Warriors coach, Milford Tewawina, went to Tuba City High himself and earned a college scholarship through running. Now he wants to help these runners do the same. For the team's captain, Bitsy Riggs, that means there's a whole lot more at stake than just a trophy.
To get a scholarship is really important to me because my family, we barely go day to day with my dad's income. So I can't just go to like a university and not get a scholarship because I need one really bad.
Seniors like Bitsy are already getting recruiting letters from colleges, but that doesn't mean they can let up in their quest for a team championship.
Get out quick! Come on, girls! It comes down to training year-round for one meet, with all the other races as stepping stones.
For Navajos, running is a deeply spiritual tradition. It's part of their most sacred ceremonies and stories. Navajo girls run to celebrate their passage into adulthood. So on the day of the Arizona State Championship, tradition and pride all come together.
1, 2, 3.
The race is over 3 miles long, and the team that wins the most total points wins it all.
Let it flow, ladies!
The girls race hard, pushing beyond their physical limits. They may be wounded warriors, but the pain all seems to be worth it when the points are counted and the winner is announced.
The first place finishing 4th, 5th, 7th, 10th, 17th, 18th, and 21. The score 43 points. The Warriors from Tuba City. Great job.
Bitsy and the other 2 seniors are all going on to college, thanks to athletic scholarships. Their run has just begun.
The team you'll meet in our next video works together like a well-oiled machine. But the machine they work on has nothing to do with oil. It's a solar-powered car. The Solar Challenge brings together teams who build totally cool and totally handmade solar cars and race them across Australia. What kind of knowledge and expertise does it take to design and construct one of these babies? See if you can figure it out.
The heat is on.
The Australian outback. This enormous stretch of brutal desert is the ideal setting for the World Solar Challenge, the hottest road test under the sun. Each year, teams from around the world design and build cars powered by solar energy and compete in a road race stretching more than 1,800 miles across the entire length of Australia, using only sunlight as their fuel. Meet the University of Michigan Solar Car Team. Back home, these students study everything from engineering to English, but they come together for one purpose: to make an unbeatable solar vehicle. The team shares responsibility for the design, construction, and racing of their car. Everyone has a role to play. But today, job one is getting behind the wheel.
All right, I'm ready.
Solar cells mounted on a vehicle convert sunlight directly into electricity, powering the car's battery. This year, Michigan has added mirrors to the mix. The mirrors concentrate the sunlight and make it stronger, maximizing the car's performance. With this innovative new design in place, the team's confidence was at an all-time high. But no more than 5 minutes into the race, the unthinkable happened.
I knew I was going to hit. It was just slow down as much as possible before that.
Michigan's car had crashed. What took 2 years to build took only seconds to destroy. The car was in pieces. Luckily, the driver, Spencer Bailey, was still whole. Like a well-oiled machine, the team worked around the clock, making extensive repairs on the car.
We've just been mixing resin hardener with microfiber bubbles. and just smearing it anywhere where there's a void in the carbon fiber or honeycomb, and then plastering carbon fiber on top of that.
Easy for you to say. Despite their best efforts, Michigan had lost an entire day of race time. Winning was no longer an option, but neither was quitting.
The thing we have to do tomorrow morning is do exactly what we're supposed to do. Wake up and go as fast as physically possible.
With those words from their race manager, the team kept on going for pride. Spirits soared as Michigan actually overtook some of its toughest competition, proving the superiority of the car's concentrator system.
And here they come.
They finished 7th out of 20 cars, setting a team record for most distance traveled in a single day, over 460 miles. And while the accident may have dented their hopes for first place, this team drove like a dream.
Mountain climbing in Peru would be a challenge for anyone, but for a group of blind teenagers, it was the challenge of a lifetime. As you watch the video and see how the sighted and the blind work together on this journey, ask yourself this: what does it take to rise up to a challenge? Now, get ready to be taken to new heights.
Rising to the challenge.
Imagine hiking through some of the world's highest peaks, navigating narrow trails, loose rocks, and steep drop-offs, and doing it all without eyesight. Meet Team Sight Unseen, a group of blind, visually impaired, and sighted American teenagers who have teamed up for a grueling 6-day hike through the Andes Mountains of southern Peru. Their destination is Machu Picchu, an abandoned city of the ancient Inca Empire. But their goal is to prove that they don't have to be limited by blindness. Leading the group is Eric Weinmeier, an experienced climber who knows firsthand that the blind can achieve great heights. Eric is the first blind person ever to reach the top of Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world. As the journey begins, Eric teaches the blind group to use their hiking poles as eyes.
You gotta jump. Okay. Okay, jump. All right, good.
Feeling their way along the trail takes some getting used to, but the sighted hikers are always there for support.
Put the rock right between your toe and your heel, all right?
The blind hikers also rely on their other senses for guidance, like the sound of bells along the trail. Even a game of soccer is a cinch with the help of a noisy plastic bag.
Oh!
As the days and the miles add up, the climb gets steeper and tougher. There are minor wipeouts and major altitude sickness.
A little lightheaded now.
19-year-old Paul Jenkins can hardly breathe in the thinning air. And Terry Garrett becomes sidelined with a knee injury that nearly breaks his spirit.
Let's go, guys.
But Eric believes that every stumble is just an opportunity to get back up again.
When you feel that feeling in your gut, like, you know, I can do more. I'm not sure how, but I know I can do more. That's a good thing. It's a good motivator.
By day 6, the group has traveled 30 miles across the Andes and made it to Anca Scotia Pass, the highest point on the trail. This picture was worth 1,000 words.
I'm standing on the highest point of our trip, which is about 15,100 feet in elevation, and it's quite cool.
And this is the highest altitude I've ever been, 15,000 feet, and downhill from here into Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu, the legendary lost city the Incas built almost 600 years ago, was finally within reach. The trail that leads to the famous site is known as the Gate of the Sun. And even if you can't see it,
in the sun gate, you definitely feel the sun.
You can feel it.
Wow! We just came through the sun gate. We made it! Yeah!
We did it, y'all. Machu Picchu, like straight ahead of us.
They may not be your typical sightseers.
It's awesome.
But they've learned how to see the sights in a whole new way.
No, you're not dreaming. You finish this topic, go team!